Okay, guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Philip, and today we are going to be reacting and reviewing Stonebwoy's Torture 2. Now, before we even press play on this EP, I mean, we definitely have to talk about why this project actually matters. You guys already know Stonebwoy isn't just another artist dropping music for playlist or TikTok trends. I mean, this is somebody who's built a reputation of authenticity, pain, resilience, spirituality, and real life storytelling. I mean, whether it's Afro-Dancehall, whether it's reggae, whether it's Afrobeat, or conscious music, Stonebwoy always sounds like he's speaking from experience. And I feel like that's why people connect with him on such a deep level. Now, with Torture 2, I mean, it feels like he's continuing the whole Torture, identity. I mean, carrying light, through struggle, surviving pressure. I mean, staying grounded, through success, betrayal, growth, all of that. I mean, from what I've been hearing, this project, is supposed, to be more reflective, more, emotional, and more personal than just a collection of hits. So I'm really curious to see how he goes lyrically, what type of energy the production brings, I mean, and whether this EP feels cohesive from start to finish. And honestly, Stonebwoy is one of those artists where I mean the message really matters, just as much as the music. So personally, I am expecting deep storytelling, spiritual undertones, powerful hooks, emotional honesty, and that signature Afro-Dancehall sound that only he can deliver like this. I've heard a lot of people saying this might be one of his most mature projects. Yes, though I mean we're about to find out together. I have listened to the the first Torture, beautiful EP. So I'm expecting this one to actually top that. I mean, you guys already know that he dropped this one I think a month or two ago exclusively on Even. Personally, I decided to, I mean, I planned on reacting to it, so I decided not to like buy it. I decided to like wait until it was released on all streaming platforms. But to put this out there, I've heard a bit of snippets of some of the songs on TikTok, and pure playing and a lot of that. So today, I mean, he dropped the EP on streaming platforms I think a day or two ago. So today I'm going to fully listen to the EP, share my thoughts, and I hope that you guys stick with me on this one from start to finish. Yes. So I'm listening to this off of my Spotify, and from what I'm seeing here, this album has 10 songs, 10 solid songs. Spans a little over 25 minutes and 39 seconds. Has a bit of features in there. We have Tommy Thomas, Jamil, Ten Tick. We have RJ. Yeah, so safe to say like 4 features. Yeah. Yeah, so guys, I don't want to bore you with long talks. Stonebwoy, Torture 2. Let's take a listen. First song, the intro. Let's go.
Walk with me.
Yeah.
Let me speak what's been sitting in silence.
Same route.
This is not a
Torture
return. This is the second coming. The torture is back.
Yeah, he's surely
and the
back.
fire is twice as wild as the wilderness.
Ooh.
This name has been called more than the desperate call God. Blood don't make family, but loyalty and trust unshaken. Bhim nation. Bless his imperial majesty.
Yeah.
All hail the glory of the king. This is not heat for hype. This is hotter fire sent to enlighten the world.
This is not heat for
The
hype.
odd one is the God one.
I like
They
that.
can't be even. Before the torture, it never used to be like this. It's only the chosen ones breathing up here. The torture is a born winner. Only kings walk this path. No room for fanfoolers. Straight from the Falcon's throne, sent across the world. Another 365 mission.
Yeah.
Luta continua. Upon the mountain tall, the torture shines like a celestial abstraction. standing the test of time. Nice drinks, a saccharine echo of chords. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Torture 2.
All right, guys. So, the intro, yeah. I mean, this already sounds cinematic. I mean, the atmosphere of this intro, I have to say, immediately feels serious. You know, it's like, you know, this EP is preparing us mentally before the actual journey, you know, starts. You know, I love how the production feels spiritual and grounded, you know, all at the same time. I mean, this sounds focused. You know, not hype. No, no, just focused. You can tell this is about, you know, chasing radio hits. You know, this feels more like an artist speaking, you know, from experience. And vocally, I mean, I'm not too sure Stonebwoy did the intro, but I mean, it's smooth as always. I mean, the vocals, the voice naturally, you know, carries emotions, you know, without him needing to, you know, say much. I don't know if that makes sense. Yes, but I love the fact that, you know, he used the titles, you know, of the song, you know, in there in the intro. I don't know if most of you caught that, you know, but I'm just saying, yeah. The intro was solid. I definitely have to say, guys. Moving on to the second song, Wildeness. Yes, let's take a listen. Yeah. Okay.
How many times I got to go to the wilderness to get to me? If you go to God first, to get to me, if you go to God first. No matter how many more, how many less.
Okay.
How many times I got to go to the wilderness to get to me? If you go to God first, to get to me, if you go to God first. My failure know how to your success. Even if it be you get the lifeline sense. If it any other way could be nonsense. This is dirt only what I can't cleanse. Them are debate and I hate, but God I elevate. Never feel fulfilled, cause them believe in fate. Gonna be late for them realize things complicate. What's about the influence alone, them I imitate. Top striker, you them see me as a icon. But I'm medallion Sankara. Fight outside and fight my people with me right hand. To leave a legacy, come on a item. No matter how many more, how many less. How many times I got to go to the wilderness to get to me? If you go to God first. To get to me, if you go to God first. No matter how many more, how many less. How many times I got to go to the wilderness to get to me? If you go to God first. To get to me, if you go to God first. Hey, anything or anything. If you go defend myself and me say anything. Brother got shout ahead and I know editing. Because the 18 of them all got no medicine. I'm say anything Rasta pray for, then I die. Then I die. Tries my rock so me never give up, never die. Striker, you them see me as a icon, but I'm medallion Sankara. Fight outside and fight my people with my right hand to leave a legacy, come on a item. No matter how many more, how many less. How many times I got to go to the wilderness to get to me? If you go to God first, to get to me, if you go to God first. No matter how many more, how many less. How many times I got to go to the wilderness to get to me? If you go to God first, to get to me, if you go to God first.
No
man can kill God.
No man can kill God. Okay, guys. The first song, Wildeness. Yes. To get to me, you have to go through God first. Guys, I feel like after listening to this one, I mean, this is one of those tracks. This song, you know, feels like you know, survival music. You know, the way Stonebwoy, you know, talks about, you know, struggle and, you know, pushing through difficult times. You know, it definitely sounds real. Like he is reflecting on pressure, betrayal, obstacles, everything. And the production, you know, is crazy atmospheric. I mean, the drums, you know, are subtle. The melodies, you know, they are a bit emotional, and I mean his delivery feels almost conversational, like he is venting whilst staying composed. I mean, this might honestly be one of the deepest songs on the project already. That hook definitely sticks with you too. To get to me, you have to go to God first. I can already tell fans are gonna replay this one a lot. Yeah, I loved it. Moving on to the third song, Many Times. Yes, I think I heard a few seconds of the song. Yeah, prior to he dropping it. But yeah, let's go. Yeah. But when we look on the standard and live in you, people are suffering. I want to know why Jaja bless me naturally. But when we look on the standard and live in you, people are suffering. People are yeah, so many times me head I get hot, many times I don't feel like Jackpot go Sakpa. But I never know Kappa last night, I no eat no supper. Yeah. And every day I hustle day and we no stay off. Unto the maga go pay off. Focus and we no stay off. We high over red and we no play rough. I want to know why Jaja bless me naturally. But when you look on the standard and living, yeah, people are suffering. I want to know why Jaja bless me naturally. But when you look on the standard of living, yeah, people are suffering. 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 And government have the money and thing, but them never watch with them love to see we bleed. Them not give a book about no sympathy. Every party just a do the same thing. That is in a mankind. That make me know say people are evil and unkind. Kawa, father a kill son and son a kill father. Politician them a thief and murder. And every other day them a make life harder. I want to know why Jaja bless me naturally. But when we look on the standard of living, yeah, people are suffering. I want to know why Jaja bless me naturally. But when we look on the standard of living, yeah, people are suffering. 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 Jalo, ja, Walalo, ja, Jalo, ja, ja, Jalo, Okay, the third song, Many Times. Yeah, guys, now we are definitely getting that motivational, Stonebwoy energy. I mean, this track, has that I've suffered, but I'm still standing, sort of vibe. I really, really like how, he balances melody, with rhythm. I mean, it's definitely true that he's not just, singing or rapping, I mean, he is floating between both naturally, and I feel like the beat, has that Afro, dancehall bounce, without losing the emotional undertone. This feels like a song that people are definitely going to, connect with personally, because everybody has had, moments where life, keeps testing them, over and over. I mean, the message is so universal on this particular song. Yeah, I loved it. Moving on to track 4, Blood Don't Make Family. Yeah, this one. Yeah.
The almighty street beats.
Okay, street beat.
family forget you.
Yeah.
If you stranger go sort you, and some of them go show you real love that you don't know about. Meanwhile, when you make money, some go and investigate that money.
Yeah, investigate
Another
this.
thing where they make me funny, say they never they investigate your poverty.
Yeah, poverty they forget.
When family forget
Don't see
you.
yourself.
If you stranger go sort you, and some of them go show you real love, real love, real love. Blood don't make family.
Yeah, not the big family.
Loyalty and trust. Just like I do wish for myself, I wish it for you, I wish it for you. Your worst enemy
Yeah,
could be your best friend.
worst enemy can
Just
be your
like I
best
do
friend.
wish for myself, I wish it for you, I wish it for you. Tell me what you know about me.
Yeah.
You only see me on TV. Yeah. You never know my history. How I survive is a mystery. Better still a miracle. I conquer every single obstacle. Better every day says the oracle. We no go fall, make them see particle. Blood don't make family. Loyalty and loyalty. Just like I do wish for myself, I wish it for you. I wish it for you.
The ad-libs, guys. Yeah. I love the backup vocals too. Yeah.
Just like I do wish for myself, I wish it for you, I wish it for you. Your worst enemy could be your best friend. Just like I do wish for myself, I wish it for you, I wish it for you.
Oh, okay.
So in all things we just
Yeah, a
give
bit of
thanks to the Most High
saxophones in
God
there.
Almighty, ask
Beautiful.
for protection and guidance and discernment. You don't know when you say. Yeah, loyalty, trust alone make family. See? One God.
Yeah. Wow, guys. The fourth song, "Blood Don't Make Family." Wow, guys. This one really hits emotionally. I mean, "Blood Don't Make Family" to me. I mean, after listening to it, to me, it's one of those titles, that already tells you, what type of pain we are dealing with here. I mean, Stonebwoy talking about loyalty, over biology. That's something a lot of people, I feel like, understand. You can hear disappointment in his voice, but also maturity. I mean, I love the fact that he's not screaming or, sounding bitter. It feels more like he's reflecting. Feels reflective. That is, and production-wise, I love the minimal approach here. Because I mean, definitely lets the lyrics breathe. And I feel like this track feels incredibly personal. Definitely one of the standout songs on this EP for me. Yeah, let me know what you think about the song down in the comment section. Is it like a song you can relate to personally? Please share your thoughts about it. Moving on to the fifth song, Fanfooler. Is it Yire or Yire? Guys, I'm not too sure, but yeah, Fanfooler. Let's take a listen. Okay, Yire. Okay, Yire. Okay, sorry guys. I think it's going to bang.
Oh boy. How many van, how many box, how many man, how many guns, how many win, how many loss, how many gas, how many loss. Fanfooler, fanfooler, head gone up in a cooler. Fanfooler, fanfooler, high energy pantooler. Tell them a we boss gone in a reality. Can't chat to me in a reality. Step to me then a brutality. Wanna watch this a murder. Tell them a we boss gone in a reality. Can't chat to me in a reality. Step to me then a brutality. Wanna watch this a murder. Yire, 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 yire. I go to the man.
Fire. Sounds like a Hammer production.
Fanfooler. High energy Pantula. Tell them my we boss gone in a reality. Can't chat to me in a reality. Step to me then a brutality. But watch this a murder. Yire. I go to the Malian.
Okay, guys, the fifth song, Yire. Yes, Yire. I don't know what that means, but maybe you guys can let me know down in the comment section. Yire, Fanfooler. And yeah, this one has definitely got some attitude, in my opinion. We are definitely getting some fire here. I mean, the bounce on this track is infectious, you know, ridiculously infectious. I mean, this one feels like Stonebwoy stepping into that confident, you know, untouchable mode. You know, the rhythm section, you know, goes crazy here too. To me, this is one of those songs that instantly makes you move your head. You guys already saw us, you know. And vocally, I mean, he sounds energized. I also love the contrast between the serious, you know, emotional songs and tracks, you know, like this, because it definitely keeps the EP balanced, in my opinion. Yeah, this was fire. I mean, we are only 5 songs in, and every song bangs. Literally, it bangs. Yeah. All right, so we are moving on to the 6th song, Hotter Fire, featuring Tommy Thomas. I'm not too sure who that is, but yeah, let's take a listen.
Real ghetto youth no take no order. Money pile up in a Santander.
Okay.
Pressure them a pressure when I go under. We say them a call, we no answer. No hit I get through with no congrats. Pull up me trap phone with no contact. Tell me mother pray for blessings in abundance.
Yeah.
Tell me enemies we put them in a sun.
Okay.
At a fire, move at a fire. Say they want to cut my dada. Move at a fire, move at a fire. But mama come and see my yo. Move at a fire, move at a fire. Them warring, they want to cut my dada. Move at a fire, move at a fire. I come to sing my song. Move at a fire, move at a fire.
Yeah.
Like diamond under the earth, so we dig it up. Them set up a big trap and Jaja make it flop. Them never want to see the ghetto youth on top, but we keep it burning and the fire radar. We rise above the hate and make them lay low. Then we fear go see us in a jail.
Yeah.
But we ding pretty girls like J-Lo, and we keep it burning and the fire radar. Move at a fire, move at a fire. Say they want to cut my dada. Move at a fire, move at a fire. But mama come and see my yo. Move at a fire, move at a fire. Them warring, they want to cut my dada. Move at a fire, move at a fire. Peace and love, I come to sing my song. Move at a fire, move at a fire. Say they want to cut my dada.
Okay.
Move at a fire.
Tommy.
But in a peace and love, I come to sing my song. Move at a fire, move at a fire. Move at a fire, move at a fire.
All right, guys. Yes, the said song "Hotter Fire" featuring Tommy Thomas. Guys, the groove is just insane. You know, I mean, this track has a much more. I mean, it slaps. You know, has a much more smoother, more vibely energy compared, you know, to some of the, you know, heavier songs. You know, Tommy Thomas, you know, brings. I feel like he brings a nice, you know, melodic flavor, you know, to the record too. I mean, this feels like, you know, late night, you know, windows down, summer, you know, energy sort of vibe. sort of a song. And Stonebwoy, he sounds effortless here. The one thing I respect about him, I mean, I love the way he can move between the conscious music and vibey records, without sounding forced. The production on this track is crazy. It's so clean, and I loved it. I mean, the only downside for me on the song was the fact that it was just like 1 minute and 57 seconds. I mean, I feel like he could have gone a little bit, but that's the thing. Most of the songs on here, okay, there's only one song here that's like 3 minutes and 22 seconds. And 90% of the songs on here are like less than 3 minutes. So, but yeah, that is just the only downside for me on the song. Yeah, moving on to the 7th song, Never Used to Be Like This. Let's go.
As it is in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. Light conquer over darkness every time, and who God bless, no one can curse. Destiny shall forever be fulfilled.
Yeah, true. Wow, sounds nice.
Ah, boy,
love it.
Maybe you they wonder if my success is behind they wonder.
Yeah, it's not.
Maybe you they wonder why I don't give up easily, not surrender.
Yeah.
Maybe you they wonder why on top of the blessings I am sober.
Okay.
If I tell you today my experiences, you go understand. Remember, it never used to be like this.
Never used to be like this.
No, it never used to be like this. No, never used to be like this. No, never used to be like this. Well, now a different time zone each and every other day.
Yeah.
Booked and busy and no time to play. Regular we jet out to Saint-Tropez. Never did they think that for us today. If I hunger would have killed man, I should have dead. Look for me boy, all the money man I make.
Yeah,
riches alone that are full up in my mates. The whole world I give the boy respect now. Cause the money I make, house span the lake.
Yeah.
I been there through the valley of death. No regret, cause God is great. He makes a way. It never used to be like this. No, it never used to be like this. No, never used to be like this. No, never used to be like this. Never used to be like this. Oh no, it never used to be like this. Never.
Wow.
Things change now. Never used to be like this. Mix.
Wow. All right, guys. The 7th song, Never Used to Be Like This. Man, this EP is layered. I mean, the song feels nostalgic and reflective, all at the same time. I mean, Stonebwoy, he sounds like he's looking back, at how life changed, relationships, success, people switching up, growth, all of it. I mean, the melodies here are also very, very beautiful. And can we talk about the production? I'm not too sure, producer. Please share that information down in the comment section. I mean, the production quality is top notch. It's definitely out of this world. Everything sounded so clean, sounded so spacious and emotional. Nothing felt overcrowded. This track really lets the emotions settle in. I must say, I loved it. Really loved this song. We are moving on to the 8th song, titled Winner, featuring Jamil and Tentic. I feel like Stonebwoy and Jamil, they have a very good relationships, because I mean, I think they've done several songs together, and wow, okay, this promises to be good. I can feel it. Let's take a listen, guys.
The Almighty Street Beat.
Okay, yeah, definitely a powerful collaboration.
I'm a winner, you a winner. Hold on to your dreams, no time we not give up, Days gone, we no see no dinner. Give thanks to Jah, cause of you make we a winner.
Yeah.
I'm a winner, you a winner. Yeah, I'm a winner, you a winner. Many more will gather.
Wow, saxophones in there.
Many more will with another name. Some of them never want to see us win.
Okay.
Can't hold I man a blow like wind. Only
Yeah.
for darkness, I man alone a been. Me can't deal. Always man a win.
I'm a winner, you a winner. Hold on to your dreams, no time when
Yeah.
you give up, you know. This
Hold
God,
on
we
to
no
your
sin no
dreams, no
dinner.
time to give up,
Give
okay.
thanks to Jah, cause you make we a winner. You a winner, you a winner. Yeah, I'm a winner, you a winner.
Many more will gather, but them just stop my win. Many more will gather, Judge don't call me a king. Many more will gather, but them just stop my win. Many more will gather, Judge don't call me a king. Many more.
Jah guide my life so you never go dim, you never. And help me to put up me heart and give everything. Yeah, the whole of we are win now, now stop win. But when me see I go last Ghana and Bhim. Dominant, powerful like never
Yeah.
before. Forever. But I hype up yourself cause all praise to the higher one. Give me the skill, make me strike like national.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are kings from this island and motherland.
Okay.
Hey, hey. I'm a winner, you a winner. Hold on to your dreams, no time when I give up, you know. This gone, we no see no dinner. Give thanks to Jah, cause you make we a winner. I'm a winner, you a winner. Yeah, I'm a winner, you a winner.
Many more will gather, but them just stop my win. Many more will gather, Judge
Wow.
don't call me a
Production is
king. Many more will gather, but them just stop my win. Many more will gather, Judge don't call me a king. Many more.
Wow. Yeah, guys. So that was a winner featuring Jamil and Tentik. I mean, this is definitely a powerful collaboration, in my opinion. I mean, Jamil definitely fits on this type of record. The chemistry between everybody, on this song, feels natural. Nobody, sounds out of place, and the message, pure motivation. This is one of those, keep pushing no matter what. Tracks, that feel bigger than music. I could, easily hear this becoming a fan anthem. And the hook, is so strong. I'm a winner, you a winner. Hold on to your dreams. Definitely one of those replayable songs on the EP for me. Yeah, let me know what you think about this one down the comment section, guys. We are moving on to the 9th song, Mountain Tall, featuring R the J. Let's go.
We be mounting every day,
And now,
like a mountain
Yeah.
Everest. Standing tall so we never rest. Mount. Many men, mount. Many men, mount. Many men are mounting tall, because we know which spot we are going. And if you think that we will be slowing, you lie. Many men are mounting tall, because we know which spot we are going. And if you think that we will be slowing, you lie. Me say me no grief for nobody, me no grief for no nah. Stop on me business anyway, any manner. Many man want to that in my honor. Them now go see a jana. Call me and me now pick it up. Me not in a them sadi below.
Yeah.
As we arise them deep in below. This Batman and Eda figure. Many men are mounting tall, because we know which spot we are going. And if you think that we will be slowing, you lie. Many men are mounting tall, because we know which spot we are going. And if you think that we will be slowing, you lie.
But they don't say man a sick, tired, I want fire, but I'm more than tanana. We no want palava, just want fewer boy, no matter where the car man. Engineer now, so we no fire for the stamina. Judge might be my guy, this my life, yeah, me lie to you, I'm so matches. Can't cool it down, see some of me. Coming out before the house, a praying man. I'm on the mission, me not for this.
Many men are mounting tall, because we know which spot we are going. And if you think that we will be slowing, you lie. Many men are mounting tall, because we know which spot we are going. a focus. Cause we are real, we no do hocus pocus. Why you know to say globally them love us?
I'ma say them pre we day, but we never finish. Why try touch me and say I know anointing? Only gentle, I can never to me. I see many so call I need your code.
Any man a mountain tall, because we know which path we are going.
Yeah.
If you think that we will be slowing, you lie, you lie. Many men a mountain tall, because we know which path we are going. And if you think that we will be slowing, you lie, you lie.
The Almighty Street Beat.
Almighty Street Beats. All right, guys, the 9th song, Mountain Tall, featuring Afro-Dancehall. Bro, this might be my favorite feature performance, on this EP. Afro-Dancehall, brought so much emotion to this record, and thematically, Mountain Tall, feels like an overcoming, impossible odds. The instrumentation feels uplifting but emotional, all at the same time. Stonebwoy's vocal performance here is, incredible too, as always. And you can hear conviction in every single line. This feels like one of those songs that people, hold on to during difficult periods in life, in my opinion. And beautiful track, beautiful track. I loved it. Share your thoughts about this one down in the comment section. Let me know what you think about Afro-Dancehall's verse, on this song. Yeah. The final song, another 360, another 365. You guys already know that he released this song fully, prior, to this EP's release. I think he released it on his birthday or something. Yeah. So this is one song that I have listened to. Yeah, but feels good to be coming back to it all over again. Let's take a listen, guys. Happy birthday.
Another 365 around the soul.
Wow. Almost feels like the first time I heard it. Beautiful.
I was born. I'm a blessing.
I'm a blessing.
I don't know so blessed, but I'm back to be blessed. I don't know life for the ultimate. Bhim. Happy birthday to myself. Yes, I feel so proud of myself.
Yeah.
When I take a look back at my journey, I give God all the glory. Happy birthday to myself. Yes, I feel so proud of myself.
Yeah.
When I take a look back at my journey, I give God all the glory. Celebrate, I feel celebrate.
Yeah.
Life is the ultimate. Never late, never too late.
Wow.
For everyone to be great. Them say I are the black sheep of the family. Black sheep can go to now be the captain of the family. Them never see me coming. I survive the hunger and the farming.
Okay,
Food in
survive the
the
hunger
plate,
and the
I'm
farming.
looking charming.
Yeah.
Blessings like
Okay, food on the plate and I'm looking charming. Wow.
Happy birthday to myself. Yes, I feel so proud of myself. When I take a look back at my journey, I give God all the glory. Happy birthday to myself. Yes, I feel so proud of myself. When I take a look back at my journey, I give God all the glory. If you they wish me well, I may say come join me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna turn up in a this party. Certified Bhim Nation party. Insurance cover everything on me.
Yeah.
Life is a part of
Insurance cover everything on me.
Life is a part of life. So we have to enjoy life as we survive. Never left the letter, you can't feel happy. Champagne poppy, high grade rapping. If I bitch fuck it, I'm lucky to be alive, I'm lucky. Happy birthday to myself. Yes, I feel so proud of myself. When I take a look back at my journey, I give God all the glory. Happy birthday to myself. Yes, I feel so proud of myself. When I take a look back at my journey, I give God all the glory. Happy birthday to myself.
Wow. 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 Yeah. Yeah, guys, another 365. Happy birthday. What a way, to close this EP. I mean, the ending feels so reflective. It feels grateful and it feels mature. It sounds like Stonebwoy, is looking at, another year of growth, another year of survival, lessons, and evolution. And honestly, that's the perfect ending, for an EP, for a project, like this. In my opinion, the album starts with intensity and struggle, and then it ends, with perspective, and I mean, that's storytelling, in my opinion. Wow, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful EP. I mean, I loved it, and wow. Guys, we are finally done, and I mean, after sitting with this EP, this project, this album, whatever you want to call it, I think Torture 2, is less about trying to, impress people and more about, Stonebwoy, expressing where, he is mentally, where he is emotionally and spiritually right now. For my first impressions, listening to this album, I feel like the first thing, that stood out to me, I mean, about, this project, Torture 2, is how intentional, it felt. Nothing about this project, sounded rushed or random. A lot of artists today make albums that I feel like feel like playlists, chasing viral moments, TikTok sounds or quick hits. But this project, to me, feels structured, like a journey. Basically, I mean, there's a theme running through almost every single track. We have survival, we have loyalty, we have pain, we have growth, we have spirituality, we have perseverance, we have self-reflection, the list goes on. And I feel like our Stonebwoy, stays committed, to that identity, through the project. The consistency, is one of the, album's, biggest strength, in my opinion. I love that. Yeah. The sound and the production, wow. Guys, it's just top notch. Production wise, this project, sits in a really, really interesting place, between, as usual, Afro-Dancehall, Reggae, Afrobeat, melodic, street music, and, conscious African music in general. I mean, the beats don't overpower the message. Instead, I feel like the production, creates atmosphere. A lot of, instrumentals, felt emotional and spacious. You hear, I mean, deep bass lines, I mean, subtle percussion, ambient, melodies, and layered vocals, that I feel like give the project a reflective mood, almost the entire way through. I mean, even when the energy picks up, on tracks like Yire, and Hotter Fire, there is still, emotional weight, behind the music, and I actually respect that. I mean, Stonebwoy doesn't abandon substance just to make a catchy record. That is one thing that I personally love, about him. For the vocals and the delivery, I mean, your man, he did his thing. I feel like one thing that really, really separates Stonebwoy, from a lot of artists is emotional control. I mean, he doesn't need to scream, to sound passionate. I mean, he doesn't oversing either. He doesn't force emotion. Instead, I feel like he delivers lines, with a bit of calm conviction, and I feel like that actually makes the music hit harder. On songs like Wildeness, Blood Don't Make Family, sorry, Mountain Tall, you can hear real experience, in his voice, and vocally he sounds, versatile, throughout the entire, projects. Sometimes melodic, sometimes aggressive, sometimes reflective, sometimes, he sounds uplifting, but it all feels natural, is all I'm trying to say. Listening to this project, I mean, if I want to talk about the themes, the lyrical themes of this project, we have struggle, and survival. I feel like I mean, this might be the strongest theme across the entire project. Stonebwoy, constantly reflects on pressure, pain, betrayal, sacrifice, endurance, but the important thing is the project, never feels hopeless. Even in darker moments, there's still resilience, in the writing. That balance is so important, in my opinion. We also have loyalty and betrayal. We have songs like Blood Don't Make Family, You know, I feel like this song might honestly be one of the, you know, deepest songs on the project. The idea that loyalty, you know, matters more than blood relationships, you know, to me is something, you know, many people connect with emotionally, you know. And I mean, Stonebwoy, he approached it, you know, maturely, I must say. He sounded disappointed but not broken, reflective but not bitter. That emotional maturity definitely gives the album depth. Yeah. We also have themes of spirituality in here. I mean, spiritual undertones, you know, are everywhere on this project. Not necessarily in a preachy way, but in the way Stonebwoy talks about, you know, destiny, guidance, I mean, protection, purpose, and survival. You know, the torture, you know, identity itself, you know, feels symbolic in my opinion, and carrying light, you know, through darkness, basically. And honestly, that concept, you know, ties the whole, you know, EP, the whole project together beautifully. I loved it. For features and then collaborations, solid. You know, the features on this project actually add value, you know, instead of, you know, feeling forced. You know, Jamil and Tentek, you know, on the song Winner, that collaboration definitely felt, you know, powerful and motivational. You know, everybody fits the song's message perfectly. Tommy Thomas on Hotter Fire, you know, I mean, he brought, you know, smooth melodic energy that balanced the record really, really well. I mentioned that, you know, listening to the song. Ira J on Mountain Tall. Guys, probably, you know, my favorite feature performance on the project emotionally. I mean, the chemistry felt authentic. You know, nobody, you know, overshadowed Stonebwoy, but nobody felt unnecessary, you know, either. That's hard to actually pull off. Yeah. Standout tracks for me, guys. I loved, you know, Wildeness, you know, because I mean, it felt, you know, emotionally heavy. It felt atmospheric. It felt reflective. You know, to me, it's one of the, you know, strongest, you know, storytelling tracks on this project. I also loved Blood Don't Make You Family. You know, Blood Don't Make Family. I don't know why I keep getting it. Blood Don't Make Family. To me, possibly the most personal and emotionally impactful song on here. I loved Winner. You know, I'm a winner, you're a winner. You know, that's definitely an anthem. You know, motivational energy with strong replay value. Mountain Tall, beautifully written with uplifting, you know, emotional production. And then Never Used to Be. Yes, one of the, you know, project's most introspective moments for me. I love the guys. This is a 10 out of 10 for me, guys. Let's not debate this. Every song on this song hits. You know, so yeah. One may ask, what makes this album work? The reason Torture 2 works for me personally is because, you know, it felt so real. You know, the emotions felt lived in. The writing felt, you know, personal. The themes, you know, they felt intentional. And Stonebwoy, you know, sounds completely comfortable, you know, in his artistry. You know, the project isn't trying to imitate, you know, global trends. You know, it sounds rooted in, you know, African identity, dancehall culture, spirituality, and, you know, personal experience. That authenticity definitely gives the project longevity. And I mean, if for weaknesses, you know, if I had one criticism, it's that I feel like some listeners, you know, looking for, you know, non-stop and high energy bangers, you know, like Salmon Kudi, you know, might find, you know, parts of this project, you know, too reflective or emotionally heavy. You know, this isn't really a party, you know, party fest, you know, sort of a project, in my opinion. I mean, it's more of a listening experience, you know. So depending on, you know, what type of, you know, Stonebwoy fan you are, that could either, you know, be a strength or a weakness, you know. But personally, I think the emotional consistency, you know, actually helps the project, you know, stand out. Yeah. So for my final verdict, I would say overall, Torture 2, you know, feels like a mature, you know, emotionally grounded, you know, spiritually reflective, you know, Afro dancehall project, you know, from an artist, you know, who knows exactly, you know, who he is. You know, this project felt focused, it felt purposeful, it felt authentic, and honestly, that's, you know, becoming rare, you know, in modern music. You know, Stonebwoy didn't just, you know, make songs here. You know, he created an atmosphere and a message. You know, for me, this is one of his strongest conceptual projects to date. I'd give it like a hard 9 out of 10. I mean, powerful blend of Afro-Dancehall, introspection, spiritual themes, emotional storytelling, and motivational energy. Definitely a project worth sitting with more than just once. Yeah. But that's just my take on Torture 2. Now I mean, yeah, but I really want to hear from you. What's your favorite song on this album? Which track hit you emotionally the hardest, and where does this rank in Stonebwoy's in the catalog for you? Please drop your thoughts in the comments right now. And I mean, if you enjoy this review, if you enjoy this reaction, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next reaction or review. Bhim.